Arahauska. I am Bear Clan from Couchiching First Nation. I'm the campaigns director and attorney for Honor the Earth. Today we are actually right now standing in front of the Chase Tower in downtown Chicago. This morning the Chase shareholders met for their annual meeting to discuss their proposals and their coming plans and vote on several proposals that were in front of them, and also to hear from folks like us who are telling them what their funds are actually doing to people, real people on the ground.
Let them know that we don't want Line 3 going through our waters in northern Minnesota, that they need to stop funding the progression of fossil fuels, and they need to stop funding the destruction of our earth and our people.
These projects are needed by the fossil fuel industry to get the oil from the tar sands to the market. And those communities all along those routes bear all the risk. Because they know, because we all know, when it comes to pipelines, it's not a matter of if a pipeline will break, it's when a pipeline will break. That's right. And it's our communities that carry that risk. And we say no more to that. No more!
Stop Line 3! Stop Line 3!
Hi, my name is Ruth Breach. I'm with Rainforest Action Network. I'm a senior campaigner on climate and energy. And we have a long-term campaign on Chase Bank. I'm a Chase shareholder. I have one share, but that's enough to get me access to come in. We dress up in our corporate drag, and we come in and we participate in their question and answer. So it's really powerful presence with Indigenous women that are fighting the Line 3 pipeline of Enbridge.
Jaimie, Dimon answered my questions today by pointing to their investment in green energy. How can you point to your investment in green energy when you are responsible for a $67 billion expansion of fossil fuels around the world? The expansion of fossil fuels in the face of climate change. How can you equate that in your head as a human being? As a human being that has children. All of those people in that room, most of them have children, and they have grandchildren. And that's who we need to talk to, and that's what we're standing here today for, right? We are giving voice to the voiceless.
Jaimie Dimon, you can't hide, we can see your greedy side. Jaimie Dimon, you can't hide, we can see your greedy side. Jaimie Dimon, you can't hide, we can.
The meeting was disrupted, and then we came down here to a whole group of, relatives and allies and supporters that are willing to stand out here in the cold and take a stand and remind people that are walking in downtown Chicago that we all drink water and that these processes and policies can't continue. It's actually been really amazing to come to Chicago, an urban center, and to have such support from folks and to see really enthusiastic allies and organizations who are willing to take a stand for a project that's not here in the state of Illinois. But they all are connected. They all impact all of us. Line 3 goes into it terminates at the shore of Lake Superior, and then it comes into like Line 5. Line 5 is proposed through Lake Michigan. It's all one and the same. It's all just one massive beast that we're all trying to fight back and at least stop from expanding. And so the reception here is really, really beautiful to see that we recognize that climate change is global and that we have to respond in a very global way.
Power in nature, 'cause the power in nature don't stop. Say what? Hey, ho, ho, these fossil fuels have got to go. Hey, hey.
Water is life. The indigenous peoples of this world hold 80% of the world's remaining biodiversity. We understand that we have a connection to the earth, that everything we have, including our lives, comes from the earth. We are all gifted with the ability to be here today. Our lives are such a short moment in time. We have this one moment to say, we can make the change for our children. And if we can't make the radical change that's needed, we're going to do everything that we can to at least try. And tell them, I did everything I could. I stood for you. I tried my hardest. We will convince them, at least some of them, that they have to try their hardest. And if they don't, we'll continue to get into their boardrooms. We'll continue to make them feel uncomfortable. We will continue to push our elected officials. We will continue to push our communities to stand up and make a change. Comfortable is not acceptable anymore.
Oppressed when I was born, project scene backdrop, beer bottles and crack rocks, front doors and padlocks. She thought the criminal